What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different than what I've previously done on the channel. I wanted to talk to you guys directly about a topic that has just blown up over the past 2 or 3 weeks, and that of course is the new CSGO scandal, or the new CSGO betting scandal that's been going on. And I just wanted to talk to you guys, give you guys my thoughts on it. I know I'm only going to be reaching to a very small audience, but I wanted to talk to it nonetheless to you guys, so let's get straight into it. So for you guys that have no idea what's been going on, or you've just been living under a rock for the past 2 or 3 weeks, basically in CSGO, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, there are different weapons that you use in the game, and these different weapons can have different skins that can be sold and traded on the Steam Marketplace or on third-party websites. And these skins can range in price from 1 cent to thousands of dollars, sometimes even higher than that, depending on how much of a demand there is for the different skins that are available on the different weapons. So with this information, basically these different CSGO gambling websites enable you to sign into them through Steam, use your Steam inventory of different skins that are worth X amount, and bet on different games. Now the traditional way that this has always been done is through CSGO Lounge and things like that, where you'd bet on games that were happening in pro tournaments. You'd put, I don't know, you'd put a certain value amount of skins in, you'd get a percentage back of how much those skins are worth, and then if that team won, you'd get them skins back. But obviously since then it has evolved into these different websites where people have been able to go into game modes such as a 1v1 against another player. For example, you'd put $1,000 worth of skins in, they'd put $1,000 worth of skins in. If you picked heads, they picked tails. If you did a coin flip, if you won heads, you'd won your skins back, and then obviously you'd won $1,000 worth of those skins. And these have become very popular over the past 2 to 3 years, mainly because of these different big YouTubers who have been doing videos on these different websites. An example of this would be the 2 people that have basically been called out for all this drama and all this crap that's come out. I'm not going to mention the names because, like I said, I think that's a bit of a cunt thing to do, and I don't really like giving them as much attention as they've already got, because attention, good or bad, nonetheless, is still attention. It's still going to be good on their end, nonetheless. But basically, these guys have come out making these different videos saying how they made $15,000 in 2 minutes or something ridiculously stupid and crazy. And obviously because they've got a mass following of millions of subscribers and their demographic is the younger demographic, it's basically free advertisement for them and for these websites, these CSGO websites. And it's recently come out that 2 of these guys, I actually think more have actually been exposed since then, but these 2 guys basically co-own a website, a CSGO gambling website, and they've been basically promoting the website through these different videos that have got hundreds of thousands, even millions of views, with these clickbait titles and the fantastic thumbnails, the bright thumbnails and things like that, to entice this younger demographic into betting on these websites. Now these websites can make quite easily a large amount of profit, because on these websites there can be hundreds of games per day, or well, at least there used to be hundreds of games per day. And let's say there is a game that is $1,000. This website might take a cut of maybe 5 to 10%. I don't know if that figure is accurate, but let's say they take a 10% cut in that particular pot. Obviously $1,000, that's $100 the website's just made just for that one game. And with hundreds of these games going on, these games can range from something crazy like $1,000 to $25,000. I don't know what the highest is, but I know for a fact even I've personally seen games for $25,000 just in these different skins. And if a website is taking a 10% cut on that, that is absolutely ridiculous amounts of money that's been transferred through this market, which is, like I said, one of the reasons why it's a very popular market at the current time. So with these 2 individual YouTubers making these different videos, it's been found out that they both co-own a website. Like I said, I'm not going to name it, you guys probably already know what it is by now, but basically they've been making these videos saying, like I said, how to make $15,000 in 15 minutes, I don't know, something stupid like that, basically advertising their website, which they didn't actually announce. They obviously didn't abide by the law, because they didn't actually say, hey, hang hang on a minute, this is a sponsored video, we actually own this website, and things like that. And of course, because these guys own the website, they could have quite easily rigged the game so they actually won the money and things like that. Obviously that was never actually proven at this point, but that could have quite easily been done just to make a video that says, hey, you can make $15,000 in 10 minutes. And you know, it's quite easy to do, especially if you run the website and things like that. But obviously the main problem here is the fact that these guys didn't disclose that they owned the website, and they made, you know, countless videos, you know, advertising the website without telling people and things like that. So it's all kicked off because of these two people. And now, like I said, there has been more people that have been exposed for different websites for match rigging and things like that, just to get, you know, more traffic going to their website. But because it's a gambling website and it's targeting the younger demographic, it's become a real problem, because obviously, like I said, they're not abiding by the law, and people have lost serious amounts of money through this. So where am I going with all this? Well, in the past couple of hours, Eric Johnson from Valve has made a little post. I'll put a link to it down in the description, but he's basically come out and said, yep, we do not support this anymore. It is against the terms of service to use the OpenID API from Valve to use these websites. So we're going to contact all these different websites and we're going to tell them to basically stop what they're doing, or we will take it further, which this should have been done at the beginning. I don't know why they've actually let it go to this point. Well, I do. It's because Valve were obviously making their own profit from it, and obviously no company is going to stop something unless they have to, especially if they're making a profit. But they're now taking action against these different websites because obviously these two guys have been exposed, and Valve have been getting a bit of bad publicity for it, which is obviously completely understandable in the current situation. So they've come out and they've said that, so like I said, for now, these gambling websites are going to stop, or at least they're going to attempt to stop them. How well they do, who knows, I'm not quite sure. There'll probably still be some low-lying websites that didn't have much traffic and are not really known about that are going to suddenly pop to the top and become very popular because other websites are going to stop what they're doing. But the major problem with this is the fact that even if they stop what they're doing, these guys are going to find a different way to be able to do it without using the Steam's OpenID API, and you know, they're just going to find different methods on how to do it, whether that's actually depositing these skins to the website beforehand or what, who knows. But these guys are going to try and wriggle out of it nonetheless, because like I said, it's a massive profit margin at the moment. These, like I said, these websites are earning a mass amount of money, and you know, they're always going to try and find different ways to beat the system, because it's, like I say, it's a lot of money. These websites are earning so much money. It would be amazing for me if all of them just turned around and said, okay, sorry, we'll stop what we're doing, and then just walk away and never think twice about looking back. That's not going to be the case. Like I said, these websites are going to find different ways, different methods to beat the system without being caught or without being prosecuted or anything like that, just so that these websites can stay awake, stay, you know, earning them thousands and thousands of dollars each day and things like that. But for the moment, these websites are going to stop, which, like I said, is a good thing. Is it going to affect Steam and CSGO? No, probably not. Prices might change a little bit, but at the end of the day, they're only skins, aren't they? So it's not really going to make much difference. But I'm glad, in a way, because like I said, underage gambling, I don't promote it, I never would, and you know, it's just ridiculous to think that these younger people could have and potentially could lose thousands of dollars at the age of 14. For me, that just completely blows my mind. Obviously it's not all their fault. These websites have encouraged it, and that's, like I said, one of the major problems, and these YouTubers have promoted it and they've encouraged it for the younger audience and things like that. So I'm glad that things are actually now starting to change. Like I said, how long they'll last is going to be a mystery, but this won't last forever nonetheless. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this complete and utter ramble. If you're still here, then Jesus, I feel sorry for you for listening to my voice for this long. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any feedback about these different things, or if you like it or if you don't like it, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm not a massive fan of doing cuts, especially when you're talking. I'd rather just do it like all in one take, so you know, it does sound like I'm going a little bit fast in some situations, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video.